Hey fellow YouTubers, this is Art from Ars Projects, and today we are bringing to you a 2007 Nissan Altima with the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder gasoline only engine. It's not the hybrid, and we are going to be showing you how to do the oil change on it. The first thing you want to do is loosen your oil filler cap and just set it on there and leave it there. Make sure you properly raise up your vehicle and you put jack stands underneath to support the vehicle. Make sure your e-brake is on so the vehicle doesn't move while you're doing work. Alrighty, so in this Nissan Altima, on the front passenger side of the vehicle is where everything is going to be. I've turned the steering wheel all the way to the right just to make this easier for me. And there's usually a shield right here. Unfortunately, this customer doesn't have the shield that goes here in place, but you're gonna have your oil filter, which is right here, and down underneath is gonna be your oil drain pan, which is right here. And I've actually noticed that this customer hit something because their oil pan is dented all right here. So I will let them know so they can get that changed out. But the oil drain plug is right at the very tip, right there. If you can see where I'm pointing, that's where the oil drain plug is, and that's going to be a 14mm socket. Alrighty, so now I've taken the drain bolt out, and you can see the oil is draining. Make sure you catch it all. You really don't want to get any on your floor. If you do, just use the product Purple Power or Simply Green. Either one of those are really good degreasers. Of course, if you don't have any of that, just use some cat litter or anything like that just to soak up the oil spill. But if you have Purple Power or Simple Green or anything like that, that's good to use on stains. It'll completely clean it off. And your oil filter, like I said, it's going to be right next to the crankshaft pulley behind the right hand side tire, and it's just righty tighty lefty loosey. So turn it to the left and loosen it up. I hope y'all can see that in the picture because I know the quality's kind of bad. Sorry, I don't have a light, but just untighten it and let it drain out. I pre-filled the oil filter with a little bit of oil. Like I said, it's not a lot. You just want to get enough to you can fill it up to the top, but let it soak in. Kind of turn it on the side and spin it a little bit, and make sure that the oil soaks into the wall of the filter itself. And once it's like that, you can see that there's very little oil left in there, and then you can go ahead and start screwing it back into the area. Now, one thing I like to do just to be on the safe side is I get a little bit of the old oil and I just run a rim around the new gasket of the new oil filter, and that's just going to help create a better seal. Since the rubber was dry, now it's a little bit moist, and that's going to help create a better seal whenever you bolt it back in to its housing. So all you do is put it on there, like I had stated before, righty tighty lefty loosey. So now you turn it clockwise, and that's what's going to tighten it. Now, don't over tighten it. Don't get your oil filter wrench and tighten this like there's no tomorrow. No, just hand tighten it and then a quarter turn. So hand tight and maybe a quarter turn, eighth of a turn, anything just small. You don't have to over tighten this. You don't have to do 120 foot-pounds like you're doing a wheel. No, just lightly tighten it. Once you do that and your other oil drain plug has been put into place, now you can go ahead and go up to the top, take your oil filler cap back out, get a funnel and fill it up. Alright, so now what you want to do is start pouring it in there. Once you put your funnel in there, and just pour it, pour it, pour it. So once you've filled it with oil, just go ahead and put your filler cap back on. Hand tighten it as well. It doesn't have to be super tight. You just have to have it on there. And then you want to check your oil level before you turn it on. I take the dipstick out and I clean it, and then I put it back in, let it sit, and pull it back out, and I make sure that the oil level is good, which in this case it's perfect. So now we turn it on and leave it on for 10 seconds is all you have to leave it on. Let's go in here. Leave it on, like I said, just 10 seconds, just enough for the oil to start cycling through the engine. And that's it. Now you go back out, and you do the same thing. You just check your oil dipstick and make sure that the level is proper now that you've had some oil circulate. So what I'll do is I'll take out the dipstick again, I'll clean it off, repop it back into its place, and pull it back out and check the level. And as you can see, it's a little bit on the low side, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the leftover quart, which I only had about a third of the quart left, and that's going to make sure that everything is properly filled up. So I'll just remove the cap again, install my funnel back in where it's supposed to go, and take the rest of my jug and finish pouring it in there. Now you can use whatever oil you prefer on your vehicle, synthetic, conventional, semi-synthetic blend, whatever brand you want to use, it doesn't matter. I've been using Mobile Super for a long time. I want to say for the past maybe 6-7 years I've been using this brand, and I love it. I really do. Now I use that on this vehicle and a couple other vehicles. Then for my other personal vehicle I use the Mobile One full synthetic, but use whatever brand you'd like and prefer. Just make sure your weight is correct. Don't be putting 10W40 in a vehicle that takes 5W20. Don't be vice versa. You don't want to do that. You'll damage your engine. Make sure you put what's recommended for your vehicle. I hope this video was informational. Plenty of information in there for you. I apologize, and I hope that you liked it and it was helpful. So if it was, just please give it a thumbs up, give it a like. Remember, hit that subscribe button. Keep subscribed because I will be posting videos on a weekly, sometimes maybe even a daily basis, depending on how busy I am. But once again, this is Art with Arthur's Projects, and thank you very much.